And this is the resistance that you're facing.
Yeah, I think it's the biggest scam of all time.
This is not something you ever sought out to
literally
do.
the biggest scam of all time, ever.
Of human history.
Of human history, yes.
Wow.
Imagine a world where one explosive statement could shatter the illusion of our government's integrity. A declaration so incendiary that it challenges the very foundations of power. From the outside, Elon Musk's bold pronouncement on the Joe Rogan Experience promised to expose a level of corruption that he claims is the biggest scam in human history. With his chilling warning, "If I fully destroy the corruption, they will kill me," Musk set off a firestorm of debate, leaving millions to wonder. Is he about to dismantle an entrenched system at great personal risk, or is his rhetoric a high-stakes gamble destined to backfire? Join us as we peel back the layers of Musk's journey, from his early days and political support for Trump, to his controversial appointment and his explosive revelations on Joe Rogan, and discover the truth behind his crusade against federal fraud. Before he became a household name for revolutionizing electric vehicles and space travel, Elon Musk was an audacious innovator with a penchant for challenging established systems. Born in South Africa and later making his mark in Silicon Valley, Musk's relentless drive and visionary ideas have repeatedly upended entire industries. His ventures, from PayPal to Tesla and SpaceX, are testaments to his ability to turn bold ideas into transformative realities. Not long ago, Musk extended his reach beyond the private sector by stepping into the political arena. A vocal supporter of President Donald Trump during his campaign, Musk's fearless attitude and commitment to radical change caught the attention of the administration. Appointed as a special government employee under a controversial program aimed at rooting out inefficiencies,
This is what victory feels like. Yeah!
he was given a mandate to expose and eliminate waste within federal spending. This initiative, known as the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, would soon become the centerpiece of his crusade against systemic corruption.
We're gonna have safe cities, finally. Secure borders, sensible spending, basic stuff. And we're gonna take Doge to Mars.
Musk's transition from tech magnate to government watchdog was nothing short of seismic. His appointment signaled a break with tradition, a move meant to challenge the entrenched bureaucracy that, according to him, has been siphoning off taxpayer dollars on an unimaginable scale. It was in this role that Musk's uncompromising views on government inefficiency would come to the forefront, setting the stage for his incendiary appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience, the explosive podcast experience. On the Joe Rogan Experience, Musk delivered a marathon conversation that shocked viewers with its candor and urgency.
The real threat here is to the bureaucracy. So, let's say like Trump is a threat to our democracy, which is ironic since he was elected with the majority of the popular vote. They started saying I was a threat to democracy. But if you just replace threat to democracy with threat to bureaucracy, it makes total sense.
In a session that balanced meticulous detail with raw emotion, he revealed how outdated systems, like the COBOL-based software still managing Social Security, create errors so massive they misclassify millions of records. He claimed these systemic inefficiencies amount to nearly $1 trillion in mismanaged funds, a figure that challenges conventional wisdom and established oversight. Throughout the discussion, Musk's tone shifted from analytical to impassioned. "If I fully destroy the corruption, they will kill me," he warned, a statement that underscored the personal peril of his mission. His powerful words resonated immediately, igniting a digital firestorm. The clip quickly went viral, with millions of retweets and heated debates on X, formerly Twitter.
But I think if I fully destroy the corruption and the graft, they will kill me.
As audiences grappled with the gravity of his claims, Joe Rogan's repeated exclamations, words like shocking and mind-blowing, captured the seismic impact of the revelations, cementing the episode as a cultural milestone in the fight for government transparency. The controversial email, a threat with high stakes. In a move that underscored the perilous nature of his mission, Musk recently sent a bombshell email to government employees. In the message, he warned that if they did not respond to his inquiries about wasteful spending, they would face termination.
You're talking about the last email that was sent where he wanted to know what you did this week. You know why he wanted that, by the way? I thought it was great.
This uncompromising directive was designed to force accountability from within the system and leave no room for complacency. The email quickly became a flashpoint for controversy, with many applauding Musk's bold stance, while others decried it as an overreach that bordered on intimidation. Musk's email was not an isolated incident. It was part of a broader strategy to shake the very foundations of federal bureaucracy. His aggressive approach has been bolstered by the support of President Donald Trump, who has publicly endorsed Musk's efforts to expose government inefficiency.
So what they're doing is they're trying to find out who's working for the government. Are we paying other people that aren't working? And, where's all this? Where's the money gone?
Trump's backing adds a potent layer of political weight to Musk's claims, suggesting that his crusade against corruption is aligned with a broader agenda to reform government operations. The combination of high-stakes rhetoric, the threat of personal risk, and the promise of sweeping reform has set off a fierce debate among policymakers, industry experts, and the public alike. Exposing federal fraud, the claims. At the heart of Musk's explosive message lies a damning accusation. The U.S. federal government is entangled in a colossal scam. Musk alleges that systemic inefficiencies and deliberate mismanagement are siphoning off nearly $1 trillion in taxpayer dollars every year. He points to glaring examples, like the outdated COBOL systems that lead to millions of erroneous Social Security records, as clear evidence that this isn't a series of isolated errors, but a widespread, deliberate failure. Through his work with the DOGE initiative, Musk contends that he and his team have already identified billions in wasteful spending. They have scrutinized federal contracts across a range of programs, aiming to cancel those deemed unnecessarily extravagant. His uncompromising stance is both a challenge to and a repudiation of a system he views as fundamentally corrupt, a system that has long operated beneath the radar of public scrutiny. While many critics argue that these numbers are inflated, Musk's fervor and the raw intensity of his message have sparked a renewed debate about government accountability. His claims demand that we re-examine the very foundations of federal spending and question whether the inefficiencies are accidental oversights or part of a deliberate, systemic scam.
We have found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud so far.
The DOGE initiative, a crusade for efficiency. Central to Musk's campaign against federal corruption is his leadership of the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Appointed during Trump's presidency, Musk was given a mandate to root out waste within government spending. Under DOGE, his team has aggressively targeted and canceled billions in contracts deemed wasteful, tackling programs from USAID to portions of the federal education budget. Musk's approach with DOGE is a radical departure from traditional government audits. His methods are direct, even confrontational. He has sent stern emails to government employees, warning them that failure to respond to inquiries about inefficiencies will result in termination. This uncompromising directive underscores his determination to leave no stone unturned in his quest for accountability. With the backing of President Trump, Musk's crusade against corruption is not just a policy initiative, it's a personal mission fraught with peril. His leadership of DOGE is emblematic of his larger vision, a lean, transparent government where every dollar is accounted for and inefficiencies are ruthlessly eliminated. This bold campaign has already reshaped public discourse on government spending, igniting a firestorm of both praise and criticism across the political spectrum. Social media reaction, the digital firestorm. Following his explosive podcast appearance, Musk's revelations reverberated across social media. His tweet, "If I fully destroy the corruption, they will kill me," immediately went viral, sparking an intense digital debate. Supporters lauded him as a fearless crusader, a modern-day whistleblower willing to risk everything for the sake of transparency. Others, however, criticized his approach as hyperbolic, warning that such incendiary language might invite dangerous consequences. The reaction on X, formerly Twitter, was fierce and divided. Viral hashtags, impassioned retweets, and scathing critiques dominated the platform, highlighting the polarizing impact of Musk's statements. His bold claims have not only disrupted public discourse, but have also forced a broader conversation about the need for accountability in government, a topic that continues to resonate across the digital landscape. Impact on federal spending and the call for reform. Musk's revelations have cast a spotlight on the state of federal spending and ignited demands for comprehensive reform. His assertion that nearly $1 trillion is lost to systemic fraud challenges the accepted narratives of government efficiency. Proponents of his approach see the DOGE initiative as a breakthrough.
So Elon Musk just got done with about 2-hour meeting with Republican senators, and one of their main messages to him is that while they appreciate everything he is doing with cutting waste and spending in the U.S. government,
a radical measure capable of reclaiming wasted taxpayer dollars and streamlining government operations. At the same time, there is fierce opposition. Critics warn that while inefficiencies are real, Musk's figures are overstated, and his aggressive tactics could destabilize essential services. The debate centers on the balance between eliminating waste and ensuring that vital programs continue to function effectively. The potential reforms, if implemented correctly, could lead to significant savings and improved transparency. However, any drastic cuts risk unintended consequences that could harm the very foundations of public trust and service. Looking ahead, possible scenarios. As the debate over federal corruption intensifies, several potential outcomes emerge. One possibility is that bipartisan support and increasing public pressure will force significant reforms, resulting in a more transparent, accountable government. In this scenario, the efforts of DOGE could lead to long overdue changes, ultimately restoring trust in federal spending practices. Alternatively, if entrenched interests resist and backlash intensifies, especially given the high personal risks Musk has highlighted, the initiative may stall. In such a case, the systemic issues may persist, leaving Musk's radical claims as a rallying cry without concrete reform. A more ominous possibility looms as well. Just as there have been attempts on the lives of other outspoken figures, Musk's admission of personal risk. "If I fully destroy the corruption, they will kill me," hints at a future where exposing entrenched power may make him a target. The danger he faces underscores the high stakes of challenging a system that, if left unchecked, could cost him everything, including his life. What does Elon Musk's crusade against federal corruption reveal about modern governance? At its core, his message is a high-stakes challenge, a call to dismantle a system he asserts is plagued by inefficiency, waste, and deliberate fraud. His uncompromising declaration, delivered with palpable urgency on the Joe Rogan Experience, forces us to question the integrity of institutions that many have long taken for granted. Musk's approach, blending visionary zeal with the raw threat of personal harm, underscores the enormous risks inherent in exposing deeply entrenched corruption. It raises a critical question. Can radical reform overcome the inertia of a system designed to resist change, or will the personal and political costs prove too high? As we weigh the promise of a leaner, more accountable government against the very real dangers of market disruption and potential retaliation, the path forward remains fraught with uncertainty. His campaign, embodied in both his public pronouncements and his uncompromising internal directives, such as the stern email warning government employees of termination if they fail to cooperate, serves as a powerful reminder of the tension between transparency and the protection of established power. Every bold action carries the risk of unintended consequences, and in Musk's case, the stakes extend to his very survival. From Elon Musk's stirring declaration on the Joe Rogan Experience to his uncompromising stance with the DOGE initiative and his daring email directive, his campaign to expose federal corruption is a bold, high-risk endeavor that has captured global attention. His mission is clear: to dismantle a system he deems a colossal scam, a system so deeply corrupt that its full exposure might cost him his life. Yet, the stakes are immense. If his efforts succeed, they could pave the way for a new era of government transparency and fiscal responsibility. If they fail, the fallout could jeopardize public trust and even threaten his personal safety. As we conclude this exploration, we invite you to share your thoughts. Will Elon Musk's crusade ignite the reforms necessary to restore accountability in government spending? Or is it a dangerous gamble that risks everything? Drop your comments below and join the conversation on one of today's most provocative challenges to modern governance. If you found this in-depth look into Elon Musk's explosive revelations and his battle against federal corruption engaging and insightful, please hit the like button, subscribe for more comprehensive analyses of the policies shaping our world, and share this video with anyone curious about the future of government transparency. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember that even the boldest words can come with the heaviest burdens.